Welcome back to Sports Locker Sunday. I'm Olivia Ray. I caught up with the man everyone is talking about out of Bloomington. We have head coach Mike Woodson here with us. He's taking some time out of his busy schedule to join us on the golf course, and I think we're going to lead off with that because if I can let our viewers know, I actually saw you possibly almost hit our head football coach who was teeing off on the greens behind you. So
Just started too.
how's your golf game going today, and how is it progressing, I guess, in this busy summer of yours?
Well, we birdied the first hole, and it wasn't because of me. And I did almost hit the coach, so it's not good. It's not a good start for me. But it's just good to get out. I don't get a chance to play much right now because I'm out scouting. So I flew back from Washington, D.C. last night, got me a good night's sleep, so I'm here this morning, ready to go.
All right, and that is what I want to get into now. Some basketball, of course, because your life has changed tremendously, and I want to pick your brain on what's different for you right now, moving from the NBA ranks to the college ranks and taking control of the Hoosiers in Bloomington, your hometown team.
Well, as you know, I spent the last 34 of my years in the NBA, and to be able to circle back and come back to Indiana University, where I played and where I grew up as a kid, it's unbelievable. It's hard to even explain it, but during this particular time, I mean, the difference right now is because we start preparing in the NBA for the draft, and we got to go out and do our due diligence and recruit players that we think about drafting. And I'm in that process right now in terms of trying to find young student athletes to come and play at Indiana University. And it's been full force. I mean, we started practicing 2 weeks ago with our ball club, and that's been a treat just to be back out on the floor and get an opportunity to work with these young men. But it's a challenge. I mean, you go out on the road, you got all the coaches behind, and North Carolina coach was in the gym yesterday, and you got Virginia Bennett, he was in the gym, and you got a lot of these college coaches that are looking at some of the same talent that we're looking at. So, it's going to be a challenge as we move forward, but I'm looking forward to it.
I think the thing that excited people the most was how busy you were right off the bat. You filled your roster spots immediately. You've rounded out your staff completely. What's exciting you most right now about these new faces coming into Bloomington and the new coaches also joining you?
I just think getting to know everyone and them getting to know me and getting familiar with my ways and my habits. When you put a new coaching staff together, they got to learn what I like done on both ends, and then share ideals with me. And then the players, they gotta learn in terms of what we're trying to sell on the floor and off the floor. So it's a lot of work, but I'm so excited. I really am about being back and trying to put our team back on top.
As you said, the roster has infiltrated Bloomington, if you will. They've made their way in for this crucial summer portion of your job. How are things coming together? Because that is going to be the biggest challenge from year one is bringing all of these new transfers in to kind of mesh with the existing team that was already in place.
Well, what's nice now is that we are able to practice all of our players, and so I'm able to put things in from a defensive standpoint. I haven't put much offense in yet, and we'll start working on that this week. But we've been focusing mainly on the defensive end, trying to get them, up to speed on what I want done from a defensive standpoint, and they working. I mean, that's from a coaching standpoint. That's all you can ask for. They're putting out the effort, and I'm going to keep pushing. My staff's going to keep pushing to see if we can get them back on top.
All right, final one is where can the Hoosiers go here in this upcoming season, and who should we have our eye on? Who stood out to you so far?
Well, I mean, all of the guys. I won't single anyone out particularly, because everybody's still learning and trying to figure out what we're doing. But, our hopes and goals are to win the Big Ten title. I mean, that's the only reason why I came back and win a national title. So that's what I'm trying to push for.